Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Dr. Shabazz here. So if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos on SPSS, Smart PLS, AMOS, Python and other statistical and qualitative tools. So today video is about the non-parametric chi-square test of independence in SPSS. By the end of this video, you will know when to use the chi-square test of independence, how to perform it in SPSS, how to interpret every table carefully, and how to report the results. So before going to perform the test, we need to see our data. So we have two categorical variables. One is gender as independent variable and shopping method is dependent variable. So we coded the dataset as per gender, male and female, male equal to 1 and female equal to 2. And there are three shopping methods. First one is physical, 2 equal to online, and 3 equal to both, including both. So we will see, is there any association between gender and the shopping method. So we also go through the things on our PowerPoint presentation. So because basically there is a non-parametric chi-square test of independence, so we will perform in SPSS. So according to our data, we just answer the research question, is gender associated with preferred shopping method? So we will answer this question according to our results. And there are 250 consumer as sample size. So as I explained before, this is our research question. Is there a significant association between gender and preferred shopping method? So why we use chi-square? Because both variables are categorical. As you see in our data set, both variables are categorical variables because we make the categories under gender and shopping methods. So that's why we will use chi-square test of independence. So both variables are categorical, so mean comparison tests such as t-test or ANOVA are not appropriate. And this one, the most important thing, there are two types of chi-square test. Goodness of fit, when there is only one categorical variable. Are shopping methods equally preferred? So far we are not working on goodness of fit because we have two categorical variables. The case is test of independence. So if you want to see my test goodness of fit, so you can see my video because I have already made video on chi-square goodness of fit test, so you can find and see easily. Okay, so in this video we are going to do chi-square test of independence because we have two categorical variables and we are testing the research question as is gender associated with shopping method. Okay, so we come to next. So we propose the null and alternative hypothesis. Null hypothesis states that there is no significant association between gender and preferred shopping method. On the other hand, alternative hypothesis states that there is a significant association between gender and preferred shopping method. So we use the decision rule as p-value should be less than 0.05. So before testing the chi-square test of independence, we made these four assumptions. First one, categorical variables. Both variables should be nominal ordinal, meaning categorical variables. Independent observations, one respondent should not appear twice. Third assumption, observed frequency, use actual counts, not percentage. Expected count rule as fourth assumption, greater or equal to 5 in at least 80% of cells and minimum equal or greater to 1. So these are the threshold values and decision rule for chi-square test of independence. P-value should be less than 0.05 to show the significant association, and expected count equal or greater than 5, at least 80% of cells. Minimum expected greater or equal to 1, no expected count below 1. So these things will be useful when we use the test in SPSS. And pi and Cramer V rule shows that if there is a value of pi and Cramer V is 0.10, then there will be small association. If the value will be 0.30, then there will be medium association. If the value will be 0.50, then the association will be large. So we will decide based on the value. So why effect size? Significant tells us whether an association exists. Effect size tells us the strength of that association. So basically, Cramer V rule method shows the strength of association between the variables. So based on the criteria, we will decide after performing the analysis. Now we perform the analysis in SPSS. We go to data view, and now we click on analyze, and then click on descriptive statistics, and then crosstabs. We will put the independent variable as gender, categorical variable to rows, and dependent variable to column. We need display clustered bar charts. We will click on exact as it is, and then we click on statistics. We need chi-square, pi and Cramer V, and then click on continue. Cell, we need observed and expected counts, and then click on continue. And format as it is. So we have set our parameters, and now we'll click on OK. So we get the results here. So you can see there are 250 sample with 100% response rate, and then we come back to gender shopping method cross tabulation, where we found that 36 male who were shopping physically, and there is expected count 35. On the other hand, there were 67 males who were shopping online, and its expected count is 52. On the other hand, if we see 22 males who were shopping using both methods, so its expected count is 38. So it means in observed and expected counts there is a large difference. You can see there is a significant difference. And if we come to female side, so we also found that 34 females who were shopping physically, and its expected count was 35. 37 females who were shopping online, and its expected count is 52. And also this one. So there is also a significant difference between observed and expected counts. So we come to next table. So this is the most important table where we will decide the research hypothesis and answer the research question. So we need to see the Pearson Chi-Square value, which is 22.185, and the p-value is significant 0.000, which is less than 0.05. So in this way we say that there is a significant association between gender and shopping method, because the value is less than 0.05. If we also see the likelihood ratio, its value is 22.738 with 2 degree of freedom, and the p-value is also lower than 0.05. So we simply accept the null we reject the null hypothesis and accept the alternative hypothesis, because alternative hypothesis states that there is a association between gender and shopping method. On the other hand, we also meet the assumption of chi-square test of independence because zero cells have expected count less than 5. The minimum expected count is 35. So we meet the chi-square test of independent assumption. Okay, so next we see the table of symmetric measures. So in this way we tested the research hypothesis. So this table, as per Pi and Cramer we rule, we see the strength of association because we checked and tested the association. Now we see the strength of association via Pi and Cramer V. As you can see, the value of Pi is 0.298 and also the value of Cramer V is 0.298, and both values are significant because the p value is lower than 0.05. So we these values just the association between gender and shopping method. There is a positive association. However, we will check the strength as per Cramer V rule. So Cramer V rule suggests that 0.10 is small association, 0.30 medium, and 0.50 large. So our value is close to 0.30. So it means there is a medium association between gender and shopping method. So what was our value? 0.298. So we just need to put here 0.298, and we will see this value is close to medium size association. So we will say that small to medium association. So we conclude the findings that there is a association between gender and shopping method, and the strength of association is told by Cramer V guide because the association is small to medium association between gender and shopping methods.